Good morning students. Last class we have completed soil resources. Today we will start natural vegetation. Natural vegetation of India. First, what is the meaning of natural vegetation? Natural. The word natural means which is done upon its own. It doesn't need any other's help. That is the thing natural, which grows naturally. You do not need to add anything on that. So similarly, in case of natural vegetation means the forest or the vegetation which grows by itself, which doesn't need any kind of human support. We do not need to plant trees over there or put the seedlings in the soil or add water to it or take care of that whether insects are harming it or not, add insecticides or fertilizers or manures, anything like that. It grows by itself. From its growth for a period of time, it remains undisturbed. That's why it starts growing by itself only. After a complete amount of growth, it becomes a large forest. Okay, so in that case, all the forests are generally known as the natural vegetation, which grows by itself. Those forests which grows without the help of human being, those forests are known as natural vegetation. Okay. Within that, first term skirt, what is virgin vegetation? What is virgin vegetation? The vegetation which is completely untouched by the human being. No one has disturbed that forest. That is known as the virgin vegetation. Okay. Generally, we find those in some parts of Himalayas. Some parts of Himalayas we can find this kind of virgin vegetation. Okay. Most important topic is importance of forest. How is forest important for us, or how is vegetation important for us? In this chapter, you can often get this question: what is the importance of forest? Why do we need forest? Most important thing is that we get oxygen from the plants. From your childhood you are reading this. Where do we get oxygen from? That is the plants. They take in the carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. Along with that, we get food from them. They prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis, but we get our food from them. Okay. It maintains the ecological balance also, maintains the climatic condition also. So we need to depend on forest for our environmental condition, for our food, for our oxygen. These were the most important things. Along with that, we get timber from there. We get wood from there for making our furnitures. The majority furniture we use, table, chair, bed, everything. We need wood for that. For making door, window, all this. For building any kind of infrastructure, we need the wood which we get from the forest. Next, we get various kind of fruits from them, various kind of medicinal plants or leaves which we use for various medicines. For preparing Ayurvedic medicine, along with for preparing various kind of Ayurvedic medicine also, we get the medicine plant from forest. Along with that, we get rubber. The rubber we use, that we get from the tree. We get sandalwood. From sandalwood we make various kind of cosmetic products, perfumes and all. Rosewood, all these things we use, greatly used in the cosmetic industries. Okay. Various kind of oils we get from them. Along with that, forests are the house of wild animals. The wild animals live in the forest area. their home is that. Okay, and this way they maintain the complete ecological balance, along with that providing us wood, timber, fruits, medicinal plants, lots of more variety of things which get from the forest. So in this way, forest is very important for us. Various species of plants are found over there, and each and every species have a definite work to be done. For example, sandalwood you can use in the perfume industry. For neem tree you get various medicinal values from there, neem oil from there. Shal, teak, from that you will get wood for building making various kind of furnitures. Okay, so in this way each and every tree have a specific work of them. Okay, in that way all the trees are very important, and our entire natural vegetation is important for us. Clear everyone? So this was the importance of forest. So generally in your both you get the question, discuss the importance of forest or how is forest important for us. In that case you at least need to write 3 points over there. Clear everyone? Now comes what are the forest you need to read in your syllabus. These are the 5 types of forest we need to read about, which is in our syllabus. Specifically the Indian part. Okay, like the tropical evergreen forest we find in India, tropical deciduous forest, desert forest, tidal forest and mountain forest. These are the 5 forests which are in your syllabus you need to read about. The details of this, in which condition it grows, what are the weather conditions required for the growth of this forest, what are the characteristics of this forest, what are the trees we find over here, and important, which states we find this forest. Okay, so these are the things we need to read about all these 5 forests. First come the tropical evergreen forest. From the term evergreen, you know, what do you mean by evergreen? The forest which remains green throughout the year, that is the evergreen forest. Okay, you know the meaning of evergreen, it is not new to you. So in case of evergreen forest, the required amount of rainfall, the rainfall should be more than 200 centimeter. This is the climatic condition required for the growth of evergreen forest. First one is the rainfall, which should be always more than 200 centimeter. Okay, high humidity must be there, and temperature must be above 25 degrees C to 27 degrees C. All these are the favorable condition for the growth of tropical evergreen forest. Wherever you find this kind of environment present over there, climatic condition present over there, there only you can find evergreen forest. By adding 200 centimeter of rainfall in that area, what happens? We get the strong trees over there which grows over there, and it doesn't shade its leaves because there is continuous rainfall, a huge amount of rainfall in those areas. So this were the climatic conditions required for the growth of evergreen forest. Now come the distribution. Where do we find this forest? Especially in case of India, in hilly region or mountainous region, you can find mostly of it. Like some parts of Himalaya, Andaman Nicobar Island, next some of the Garo Khashi Jaintia hills, some parts of Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. So these are the region we generally find our tropical evergreen forest. Now come the states where we get this forest. Generally the question comes, name few states where you can find tropical evergreen forest. The states are like West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. 4 states enough for you to. Okay, you can memorize names of any 4 states where we can find the tropical evergreen forest. Okay, now comes the characteristics of evergreen forest. Most important thing is that it doesn't shade its leaves in a single specific time. In other forests you can see that during a specific time the trees shades its leaves and it becomes totally vacant. You can see just the thumb portion of the trees. But in case of evergreen forest you can find it green throughout the year. Why? Because a lots of species is present in this forest which shades its leaves separate times, not all together. In different times they shed their leaves, and because of that reason you can see the forest green throughout. They form a canopy. When seen from above, you can find this forest, it looks like a canopy or a green carpet. Or a green carpet you can find. Okay, they looks like that. Lots of species of small plants you can find over there, climbers, epiphytes. The sunlight cannot penetrate deep inside. The sunlight cannot go deep. Why? Because it forms a canopy over there. In this way, so from the above it is totally covered, so the sunlight cannot penetrate the ground. That is why the sunlight cannot go deep inside, and it is a dark environment. Okay. It is not exploitable. Why? Because the forest is so dense that you cannot take every kind of vehicles inside to carry the trees which you have cut down, or the wood we get from those trees for various kind of as a raw materials to be used in various kind of industries. We cannot carry it out from there because it is such a dense forest. Lots of wild animals are over there. Along with that, any specific type of tree is not found in a single location. Suppose one tree is here, another tree will be there. So it's quite difficult for the people to take out the wood from there. So it is economically not so good, or it is not exploitable because of this reason. It is so dense that you cannot exploit it easily. Okay. Now comes various species you find over there, like rosewood, ebony, gurjan, shisham, bamboo. These are the various tree species you find over in this area. Okay, along with that, small climbers, small species, bushes you can find in those areas. So the main characteristics of this forest is that it doesn't shed its leaf in a single specific time. That's why it is found green throughout. Okay, so this makes the forest look green. And we get various kind of valuable wood from there, but it is not so easily exploitable. Clear, everyone? Next, from the tropical deciduous forest. Okay, now see the climatic condition required for the growth of deciduous forest. Okay, in case of deciduous forest, the rainfall we need is 150 to 200 centimeter. Okay, that is less than evergreen forest. In evergreen forest, we needed it more than 200, but in case of deciduous, we need it 150 to 200. Next, the temperature is 20 degrees C to 25 degrees. Okay, or sometimes it can be up to 30 also, or you can make it 28 also sometimes. In some dry parts it becomes 28. And moderate humidity. These conditions are favorable for the growth of deciduous forest. In such kind of climatic condition you can see deciduous forest and in those places. Now the states where do we find deciduous forest? Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. Along with the Telangana, Odisha, these are also some of the states where you can find deciduous forest. It was enough for you to memorize 4 states. Okay, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. So these are the states where we can get the tropical deciduous forest. Now come the various kind of trees we find over there. Shal teak, sandalwood and myrobalan. These are the 4 important trees we find in deciduous forest. Shal teak, all these are important for their wood. Sandalwood is also important for the wood we use in cosmetic industry, perfume and all. And myrobalan, which is used for tanning of leather. The dye we make it from here. So these are the plant tree species we get in deciduous forest. Okay. You need to remember the important species. Okay. So now comes the characteristics. The most important characteristics is that it shades its leaves for 6 to 8 weeks. The most important characteristics is that it shades its leaf for 6 to 8 weeks. That is generally during the month of March to May. You can see the tree shades the leaf and it becomes completely vacant, or the sunlight can go deep inside. It will become a desert-like forest during this time. No leaves are visible. After the month of May, generally during the starting of rainfall or the summer season, early summer, we can see new leaves coming out of the tree. So that is one of the important characteristics of deciduous forest. Another thing is that it is economically very important. It is economically very important because all the important types of trees are found over there. The trees which are very important for the wood, which we use as a raw material in various industries. Another thing is that because we get them in pure strands, that means in a specific area you can get a specific amount of same tree. Same species of tree is found in that area, which makes them called pure strand, or why it is economically important. Because of that reason also, the vehicles can go deep inside and carry out the wood from that single area and take to the factories or the industries where we use them as the raw materials. Okay, so these are the important characteristics of tropical deciduous forest, that we find it in pure strands and they are economically very important. Okay, so up to this much today, students. Thank you.